Gum is playing IG88B, IG88C. Advanced sensors. Heavy laser camera. Inertial dampers. Auto thrusters and titles.
Bueno, me siento un poco.
Pues eso es el que me quita un ojo, una jiba, ¿no? Después de la carga, ¿no?
No, es sencillo.
Ah, le quita un dado de defensa.
Un dado de defensa. El señor Natilla.
Cuando haré tanto el nombre.
Okay, well here we go, round 3 of the X-Wing Spanish team selection tournament. Players from this tournament are competing for a place in the Spanish national team for the ETC competition, the European Team Championship, coming up this August, which will also be held in Spain. So there is a lot of contest for the placings. While they're on round while they're on round, while they're on the dials, we'll take a look at the ranking. We can see Luis Lozano is currently ranked in first place with 2 victories and 373 margin. Juancho Mas second place. Sergio Sanz, the other opponent in this game, third place. 2 victories, 326 points of margin. Luis Lozano is currently the highest ranked Rebel player. Juancho Mas is currently the highest placed Scum player, and the highest placed. What's going on with player number 9 there? Hang on. One second, guys. Ranking number 9. Name. Control S. Pablo Pintor. There we go. Pablo Pintor is the highest ranked Imperial player, which means that, assuming that he stays being the highest ranked, which looks like it's going to be the case, we'll be seeing him tomorrow. He's one of my favourite players, and the opportunity to get him on the stream is always a big deal for me. So yeah, I had to switch off all the arrows. I don't know why they weren't working correctly. It's been a while. I've not touched this since Tatooine. And we're going on. Captain Rex doesn't have any shields. Everything's fine there. I can see all the information on the screen. Okay, so we're cool and ready to go. Let me just shut down this laptop. It'll keep it going, will it? Yeah, it's still going. So, and we'll shut the other one, the tournament software on it. So, as I said before, this is the Team Spain selection for the ETC tournament coming up this summer. The highest placed player of each faction will automatically be guaranteed a place in the ETC team. The team is comprised of 6 players, 2 of each faction. So the 3 players that are the best placed in their faction at this tournament will automatically be into the team, and it will be their responsibility to choose the other 3 members of the team. They do not have to be the 3 people that are playing in this tournament. They're free to choose whoever they wish. Obviously, anybody that they choose is anybody that's part of the team will be required to make the journey to Salamanca for the tournament in August, and we'll have to have all family affairs in order to be able to take that trip. On dials. Let's take a look at Sergio and Luis, also more commonly known in the Spanish circles as Colidio. Luis was one of the players from the Spanish team at the ETC last year. That's why he's got that Spain shot first t-shirt with a picture of Han Solo and Greedo. Along with the members of the team from last year were Luis Lozano, who we're seeing now, Francisco Berna Menendez, who we saw in the last team and last match. Also from Madrid was Paco de Juan, Francisco, what's his last name? I can't remember right now, but anyway. God. I have to plug my phone into charge as well.
Claro, van a hacer todos lo mismo, ¿vale? Así no voy estorbando. Este bicho también ha hecho lo mismo, ¿vale? Pero cerrado. Rojo. Pero cerrado. Es que voy a mover esta salsa, ¿vale? Porque no voy a innovar ni a hacer una fórmula. Es más cómodo.
Also, members of the team were Marcelo Soto, who is part of the current team captain for X-Wing, Spanish team, David Diez, who we know from being the 2015 runner-up to the national championship here in Spain, and the 6th member of the team was Luis Casasus, who was also who played an excellent top 8 match against David in that tournament, and is also well known in the community of Valencia. Last year they had to travel to Athens, Greece, to take part in the ETC tournament. This year it's a lot easier for the Spanish team to take part. It's held in Spain at Salamanca, so it will be a much more simpler event for them. Sergio on the left of the table, on the right of the screen, is playing the two IGs. He's got he is part of the Palpatines team from Aranjuez, well known for one of the better players I've ever met from the Spanish community, Pablo Pintor, who you can currently see on the ranking as being placed in a 9th place as the highest ranked Imperial player. We've only one victory after 2 rounds, but we've got 6 rounds to go, so a lot of things can change here. But Pablo, I can assure you, is a highly capable player. When we had last season, I do a rankings every now and then from Spain, and last season I had all the results from all the regionals and the national tournament, and Pablo placed first in the 200-man regional in Madrid and the 200-man national event in also Madrid, both of them with more than 200. Well, no, sorry, the regional wasn't 200 players at the end, it was something like 190 something. The national was 211, but even so, he got first place in the Swiss in both tournaments, and that ended up putting him really highly ranked on the rubric that I used in those rankings. So, I mean, you can basically turn around and say, if you're going to 2 tournaments in 1 year with more than 200 people involved in each tournament, coming first in both of them, that's an impressive feat. And that is Pablo Pintor. I'm going to try and get onto the chat actually now, but my tablet's run out of battery, and I've found myself with a severe lack of plugs. I need to charge my phone because this is the last round, and after this we're going to go out to dinner. Go to Twitch. Okay, so let me get this chat separated out into a separate window. I don't want that. Go away. Where's that button? Start mode. How do I get it to? I used to know how to do this. No, not like that. I need to separate settings. No, that's not it. Aha, there we go. No, that's what all that's done is give me a viewer list. How much was this? What's that? That's a whisper. Okay. Close that. No. Go away. No, that's not it. I did that before. I just made it drop out. I don't know how to do this. I can do that. Get rid of that. Okay. Anyway, slow start to this game so far. Planning phases are taking a long time, considering really all they're doing is just going around the outside of the board. I guess they're trying to work out whether or not now's a good time to engage or not. Obviously, these are 2 of the highest ranked players after 2 rounds, so they don't want to throw the tournament away. They need to be keeping this in control. Activating. I don't see how they do that. Hello, computer, respond. Oh Christ, okay, start again. Settings. Select the settings icon to reveal a list of options for the customized chat experience. The options include timestamps, hide chat. Select this to remove the chat window completely. Chat pop-up. Separate the current chat room from the browser into a separate window. But I'm not finding that. Oh, it's right there. Christ. Okay, now I got it. Anyway. Okay, I am active in the chat room. I can see it on my screen. So yeah, for those of you who aren't familiar with the ETC, the European Team Championship, it is one of the highest considered tournaments for the Warhammer and 40k community. The European Team Championship has gotten to a point where it's so widely recognised that American and Australian teams fly into European nations to participate as well. Okay. The format is that each team is to bring 6 players. In the case of X-Wing, we're talking about here, 6 players, 2 of each faction, and then the teams are paired up according to their, well, in the first round randomly, and then after that according to their points, and they play 6 games at the same time. Okay, the captains from both teams would then reach an agreement on the pairings of each member of their team, who should play against who. And this is kind of done through a kind of a mini game where you kind of present your first option and your first list if you have initiative, and then it's a bit complicated, so I might be making a mistake here. Then the opponent presents 2 lists that he's willing to place against that list. You get to pick one, and it kind of goes down the list. You kind of go assigning like who you want to play against who until all 6 pairings have been decided, and then the result from each match is a win. Goes as 1 point to the team that won, and so for example they could get up to 6 points a round. However, to prevent someone from taking off and winning the first 3 rounds and getting 18 points, whilst other teams might have a lot less, they limit it so the maximum you can win in a round would be 5 points, and so the team that loses all 6 of its games will still get 1 point out of that. So minimum points per round are 1, and maximum of 6. Those that make maximum of 5. Those that make 6 points get downgraded to only 5, and those that who lose all their games get a bonus point. This format proved to be very successful in the last ETC tournament in August last year in Athens, Greece. It's been a tournament that's been a tournament format that's been used various times in this store here in Spain, in Valencia. It was pioneered by the C3 P3 tournament, the CEPE, the 3 is being used as the letter E, which would stand for Campeonato Español por Equipos, the Spanish team championship. A very slow opening to this game. Once again, we're going around with Sergio's IGs. Sergio's IGs skirting the border of the play surface. This is I think it's in use. I can do movements, so let's change that camera back round. So I might check quickly. So I'm guessing of our international listeners, most of you will be following us from the Gold Squadron Twitch channel, so thank you for taking part in this tournament. As I said, this is quite a small tournament compared to the ones we're normally doing around here, but this tournament isn't really like that. It's an extra official tournament, but there's no real prizes. There's no tokens. There's no cards. There's no prize to participate in this tournament, except for if you are one of the best placed players to be able to compete at the ETC as part of Team Spain. Okay, that will be where the real prize will come in. We are doing a couple of participation. What's the word? Raffles? Is it raffles? Where certain prizes like ships and stuff will be what's the word? I'm blanking on it completely. That when you do a raffle, is that how you say it? I just keep thinking of a raffle as being something that a church does. Well, thank you to X-Wing Junkies as well. So the there's going to be a couple of prize giveaways. Raffles will be done towards the end of the tournament tomorrow, and as I understand, there was going to be another kind of raffle where you would buy in, participants would buy in, and that this would be to take part in the money raised from that would go towards Team X-Wing, Team Spain's X-Wing Team Spain travel costs for the tournament, which aren't going to be that much because it is in Spain this year, but it will be. Every little bit helps. The cost of a hotel for a week in Salamanca in August isn't going to be cheap. I can tell you that as being someone who's worked in the hotel industry in Spain. August is not cheap for anybody. Just give have an idea as well. Again, I'm going to have trouble with this, aren't I?
capitán, ¿vale? Tira 1. Y empieza el capitán, que tira 3. Y te pone la condición, ¿vale? Vale. ¿Sabes cómo va, no?
Sí, sí, sí.
3 de 3.
So attacks are taking place,
Un dañito.
and damage goes on.
Señor Matías, a distancia 2. Tiras 2.
Did take damage on IG-88B. The ships, let me just quickly explain. IG-88B. Has he lost all of his shields there? They've kind of been scotched off his card. I'm going to assume that he has. I'm assuming he lost all his shields. Okay, let's see how this goes now.
Ah, bueno, artillero. Ah, que saca uno. Perdón. Saca el ojo, tío. Vale, puto cacho.
I see at least one evasion there. 2 hits. 2 focus results. Wedge loses 2 shields. Oops, not hull, shields.
Vale, Biggs. 3 ahí.
So Biggs on the attack now. So yeah, the red ship is, the red X-Wing is Biggs, the black X-Wing is Wedge, the T-70 is obviously Jess Pava, the red IG-88 is B, and the green IG-88 is C. Damage cards going onto IG-88B already. And that droid is sweating inside of his cockpit. The things damage is stacking up against him already. Okay, back to Dials, switching that camera around. What was I looking at? I was looking at this thing here. This one. Oh, come on. Is it broke? What's going on? I seem to be having some trouble with it in that Explorer. Some drastic trouble. If I reload this page, I can't even click on that. Oh wow, the Twitch pop-up seems to have messed that up. Rallyup.com. So let's take a look at the current rankings. Not that one. There we go. Luis Lozano, who we're currently seeing on the left of the screen, he's currently ranked in first place with 2 victories and 373, and his opponent Sergio is in 3rd place. They are the highest ranked. Luis is the highest ranked Rebel player. So at this moment, he's currently well positioned to be able to get into the ETC. It's Team Spain. Juancho Mas is currently the highest placed Scum player. Still 4 rounds to go, including the round we're watching now. Oh, come on. Let's go back to work. Movement phase. Jess power. Maybe looking to block IG-88. B. Interesting choice by Captain Rex there. I guess he's trying to make sure. I think he does. I think he thinks he's got IG-88B blocked, and he's hoping to make sure he's got IG-88 in arc to reduce that agility this turn. Because that condition gets removed at the end of each turn, doesn't it? He's assuming that he probably did like a 4K with IG-88B. Oh, it stays on. His advanced sensors to boost. And escaping. Obviously, the suppressive fire condition on IG-88B is going to make things very difficult for him. But IG-88C has now placed himself in the position to be able to get a heavy attack on Biggs Darklighter. And the combination of Captain Rex with Wedge's ability as well is also going to give IG-88B a hard time when we're getting through the attack phase. Looks like 3 hits. And the crack shot forces it through. And that IG-88 goes down. That was interesting how many dice he threw there. That was Wedge attacking. Like he threw 3 dice. When he's got suppressive fire, isn't it? Well, you can see why Luis is currently the highest ranked in this tournament so far. He's got a list that Rex shop, and I'm getting the feeling this is going to be a fast game. Biggs is without shields. Why have I done that? Why have I took the shields off Wedge? Biggs is without shields. And that's the only... Oh, and now a damage card goes on. And that's the only damage he's taken so far, and they go back to dials. This is incredible. Luis's list, in this case, is hella strong, considering it's got 2 core set, 2 first-generation X-Wings. Wave 1 X-Wings. I need to speak to that guy. See if this game ends as quickly as it seems like it's going to end. Luis currently well placed to keep being the first placed Rebel player, getting closer to Team ETC Spain. Team Spain ETC, is that? I'm not sure. Juancho Mas and Pablo Pintor are the three components of Team Spain if the tournament was to end before this round started. Which basically, well, if you ask me, they're three very good players, so there's no doubt there that they'd be valid. I mean, anyone we're looking at here is pretty much valid for being in that team. These are some highly classed players that we've got playing us. We're missing a few of the best, as not everyone can make it to this tournament, but the 24 people that we do have are some of the best. Okay. Looks like they decided. I'm going to start activation. Captain Rex, what are you doing? Oh, well done. That you managed to read that? Well done. Seriously. Incredible. Okay. So let's see where this IG-88C is going to go now. Picking up a hard one, which means he's probably going to bump into the back of Wedge. Yep, bumping with Wedge. Interesting. No, that's not right. That's always it. You got to put the template around the front. Okay. All right, just leave it. And I got 4K for Wedge. So Wedge will shoot first, reducing IG-88's agility by 1. Suppressive fire. Oh, of course, swarm tactics. He swarm tactics Rex up to skill 9, allowing him to assign a suppressive fire condition. Gets 2 hits, but doesn't it? I don't. Hang on a minute. Have I misunderstood this? Oh, it rolls 1 fewer attack dice. I was all going crazy and thinking it was fewer evade dice. Okay. Right. Evade and blank. Takes off 2 shields. Okay.
Además, como me ha disparado a mí, sus daños.
But then wasn't it? So is it primary weapon? How come? Is it because he attacked Rex?
Pava, serán 3 con piedra, ¿no? Piedra pinta.
No, he's got to attack Biggs.
Efectivamente, pues ya está más aquí. Vale, yo tiro 3.
I don't know. I'm going nutball. No, he's got it onto Rex. So how did he manage that? Rex has got 2 damage cards. How did he manage that? Oh, okay. So it's when you declare Rex as a target, you get to remove that condition, and you can roll 4 dice. Okay. But then how did he manage to attack Rex if Biggs is like right in front of him in that red X-wing? Oh, Biggs must be out of arc. Okay. Alright. I follow now. And they're back to dials. Now the maneuver for the IG-88 on this turn is going to be critical, because the Jess Pava, Wedge, and Rex are going to box him in and maybe block any of his maneuvers. Almost certainly prevent him from using that advanced sensors boost to get a free evade. I think Sergio's thinking right now, I'm out of my depth. I've got no idea how to get out of this because it's taking him some time to decide. With half an hour to go in the game, we've got Captain Rex with 1 point of hull left, Biggs with 2 points and his integrated astromech, and he's got that R2D6, doesn't he? So he can cancel out those any attack that's got more than 4 hits in it. R4D6. R2D6 is on Jess Pava for a crack shot, which she's already used, so she's free to. Well, no, it makes no difference, doesn't it? Even if she ditches the droid through integrated astromech, she still gets to keep the talent, but it's already been spent. And IG-88C has already spent his crack shot as well. What he should have left is inertial dampeners, yeah? Yeah, he's got inertial dampeners left. He's not used those yet, which means we're probably going to be seeing an inertial dampener spring this turn, depending on how well Luis manages to box Sergio's IG88 in. Wow, how long are we going to spend? Okay, well, it looks like we decided. So let's see. Jess Pava. There's one straight to victory. Juancho Mas sigue siendo el mejor clasificado del SCUM with a third victory. Juancho is currently the highest ranked SCUM player. Wow, well done. Colirio pulling out some movements. Pablo? Ahora estamos. Sí, 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 pero le va mal. Le va mal. Yeah. Okay. So he managed to get out of there. Takes the damage for the asteroid. And wedge bumps. Did a signals loop. Managed to get out of there. So that. Does it look like he's got an evade token behind him? I can see a round token there. So Rex attacking. Saved. That suppressive fire condition. And saying he's at range 2, 3 dice. Against 2. 1 focus result. Spends the focus, takes 1 damage. Half points for Luis on IG88C. Biggs will now be firing, trying to work. It looks like he's range 1. So it would appear that IG88C isn't. Is it 6, isn't it? There's 6? Yeah. So why is Biggs going? Did he attack? Oh no, this is Biggs defending. Right, okay. So Biggs has stayed alive by 1 point of Hull. And attacking. Major hull breach. Starting the next round, all damage cards are dealt face up. But he's only going to get 2 more of them anyway, so... Back to dials. Let's see what's... let me try and work out if I'm understanding these rules right. Because I thought that integrated estimate only worked with critical hits. There's no stress on him. When you dealt a damage card, oh okay, no. When you dealt a damage card, you may discard one of your upgrade cards. Okay. So once again, Sergio's going to have to come up with the with a maneuver that's going to give him an easy exit and still have the opportunity to be able to shoot at something. If not Rex, Biggs, one or two, to claw back some points on this game. So for those of you not aware, this is a 2-day tournament. We play 3 rounds today, 3 rounds tomorrow. This is just basically because of the location of the tournament is on the west coast of Spain. So to make it so that everybody could arrive, instead of playing 6 rounds in one day, we play 3 rounds in the afternoon on Saturday and 3 rounds in the morning on Sunday. So then by lunchtime Sunday, everyone can head home, make their way back. So we do have some teams that travel a long distance to attend this tournament. So this is the last round for today, but we will be back tomorrow, first thing in the morning, to play 3 more rounds to see who's going to be the highest ranked Scum, Imperial and Rebel player, and classify for the 2017 ETC team, Spanish team.
Néstor, ven aquí cuando puedes.
Y no sé dónde se ha ido Vince, que no me ha dado su resultado. Okay, these X-Wings are setting up a kill box now. Let's see if we manage to keep IG-88C nailed down. Using initial dampeners. Biggs uses a BB-8 to do a barrel roll to the right before doing a one straight, I believe. Is he going forward? No, he's got to be going backwards, isn't he? Going back. Okay. Don't bump. Although, judging by Colirio so far, yeah, he knows what he's doing with distances. Wow, well done. Impresionante. My gosh. Okay. Biggs gets made up to 9 and dead. Sergio Sanz, 0 puntos. Luis Lozano, 100. Absolute barbaric game there. I'm going to pop up, see if I can get a couple of interviews with them, and then that'll be the end of the day. We'll hang around to see if we can get the rankings, chat to some people, and then we'll be back tomorrow for round 4. Ok, Sergio, ¿qué tal te ha ido? Bastante mal.
Sí,
es mi interpretación.
Sí, he jugado un poquillo mal al IGC, creo que es, el de los cañones, le he jugado un poquillo mal. Yo creo que es porque me he puesto un poquillo nervioso. No se me da bien ahí trabajar en la cámara.
Vale. Dime una cosa, que de los listas lo puedes escoger tú, ¿no? Sí. Y tú has escogido esa.
Exacto.
¿Tú esperabas que iba a ser tan chunga?
A ver, yo la verdad es que he cogido esa porque él pensaba que iba a cogerme el doble G, me la cogió al final. Y pensaba que era la que mejor me venía porque era fácil pillarle la espalda.
Ajá.
Y esto, lo único que en el momento de acercarme con la nave del cañón, pues le he aproximado muy mal. Al otro le he aproximado bien, pero ese le he aproximado mal y ya le he vendido, ya y se me ha ido a partir un poquito.
La otra lista que tiene, ¿qué era?
La otra era una Paratani con Palov, Asa Revenge.
¿Eso es tuyo?
Sí.
Vale, pregunto lo de
él, la otra que tenía era ¿cuál era? Ah, sí, la de Rey y Miranda, creo que era. Ah, no, Rey y Corran.
Ah, sí, es verdad que tenía Corran.
Sí,
y eso no te molaba nada, así que decidiste ir por Rex y te lo pone frito.
Exacto.
¿Qué fue la parte de que te fastidiaba más del Mafia?
A ver, pues lo que más me fastidiaba sobre todo era la potencia de fuego de la lista. No podía ir tampoco de frente porque me podía reventar. El caso es que yo pensaba que con los movimientos que estaba haciendo con el rojo me iba a conseguir más o menos poner una distancia considerable de su vista, pero en realidad lo que hice es acercarme y me jodió mucho porque lo medí muy mal y eso me costó la partida. Ese turno que me atacó con todas las naves a distancia 1 y distancia 2 me costó la partida. Y ahí era tirando yo ahí cuesta arriba.
Pues madre mía, que ha sido difícil. Y él también ha tenido... no diría que los dados han definido la partida en este caso,
no.
Pero él tiene una manera de hacer las maniobras a ojo.
Sí.
De que tenía el Hero K con la TIE Fighter que casi salió del tapete.
Se ha quedado un milímetro y no me digas que se va a salir a nada.
Flipante. Sí. Y tenía un par más también que tenía el Hero K final con el Biggs que se quedaba justo detrás.
Se ha quedado justito.
Y con el Wedge que se hacía el túnel a la derecha. Y no se jugaba de dejarle espacio, que se sabía cómo ponerlo para quedarse justo ahí.
Se han quedado justo a muchas naves, sí.
Es que lo tiene un ojo, está flipante.
Ha estado, vamos, yo me quedaba flipando sobre todo con ese movimiento.
Y hablando de movimientos, que tú lo tuviste muy difícil los últimos 3 turnos.
Sí.
Que había una ronda que tardaste más de 5 minutos en definir la maniobra, porque lo tenías así de que él te podría haber hecho una un bloqueo enorme y te habrás quedado fastidiado.
Sí, bueno, más o menos sabía qué movimientos iba a hacerme para bloquearme todos los posibles y vamos, tenía la opción de poder hacer un impulso como opción, pero sabía que iba a bloquearme también el impulso para no escaparme bien, entonces mi única opción era salirme con el coiro, con un 3 abierto de sudeste, pero vamos, después me quedaba fatal porque es que lo tenía muy complicado a partir de ese momento, ¿no?
Claro.
Ir ahí remando cuesta arriba, ¿no? Era muy complicado.
Cuando se metió los 6 daños en la IG-88B al primer ronda de combate, era empieza a ser uno.
Bueno, ahí sabía que iba a llevarme muchos daños, esperaba llevarme un poquito menos, también es que las tiradas fueron un poquito en mi contra, pero bueno, también lo entiendo porque fue una jugada mala y bueno, me castigo la jugada mala y punto, lo veo bien.
Vale, pues enhorabuena, por ahora ibas bien, muy bien.
Sí.
Vale, ya lo veremos que aún quedan 3 rondas y muchas cosas pueden pasar. Sí, eras el segundo mejor clasificado de Scum antes de empezar la partida, pero eso creo que ya se ha perdido porque el otro ha ganado 100-0. Este es el botón que estoy buscando. Que estabas en tercer puesto. ¿Vale? 2 victorias, 326 de margen, y el otro que está encima de ti, que claro, que es el mejor de cada facción, que se vaya al equipo de España, él ha ganado el último partido 100-0, así que él ahora estará 3 con 442 o algo así, o 542 será. Vale, pues suerte por el resto del torneo, a ver si consigues...
A ver si hay suerte y la siguiente ya lo
conseguir un poco más. Bueno, muchas gracias. Luis, enhorabuena, una victoria rotunda, sin duda, de que has salido invicto de esta partida. No había ni zona gris de esta, que
la lista esta con Wedge.
Sí, potente.
Sí, la verdad es que tiene mucha pegada.
Sí.
Tiene muchísima pegada y al sacarme el IG, o sea, me ha flanqueado muy bien un IG. Pero claro, el otro se ha quedado vendido. Entonces, claro, con la potencia de fuego que tiene, con las 10 pavas repitiendo, más wedge que tiene su dado que le quita, y luego también que he tenido un poquito de manita, hay que decirlo. Con tokens, que gasto tokens, pero tú quieras, pero no han salido muchas caras blancas. Y además el IG no ha defendido, pues en el primer turno le he dejado ya sin escudos y tontos daños. Y el pobre ya, cuando ya se ha querido girar, ya le he vuelto a disparar. Como le paso el 9 con las tácticas, estaba vendidísimo. Y luego han quedado los 4, me ha disparado al Tai, se ha salvado. Y ahí ya el pobre ya estaba acorralado el IG, no tenía mucho, estaba la piedra y las 4 naves mías no tenía mucho donde.
Era un barbaridad. De los 2 listas suyos, ¿eso es el que te iba mejor en este caso? ¿O
sí, porque la otra llevaba un Fenrau y el Fenrau puede hacer un destrozo muy a gusto. Además a Sag, que me tensiona, y si yo con el droide tengo que salvar a Vix, si me elige a Vix, o si me elige a la de Corran, igual, si me los tensiona igual, también va bastante mal con Asag, porque la he jugado mucho contra ella y la verdad que me da mucha pereza jugar contra Asag, muy pereza. Y el Fenrau también le he jugado muchísimo y es muy bruto. Ya me hago luego Palov, me coge, me tumba a 0, entonces me fastidia, o sea, me quita el ojo y me deja sin defensa Vix.
Vale. Una cosa que hemos visto de esta partida es que tienes un muy buen ojo por los maniobras,
así ese 3-coi que me queda
el 3-coi que te queda ahí de cerca, también los últimos 2 maniobras de Biggs y Wedge, que estás en Wedge, que claro, que tú podrías haber hecho el túnel hacia el tras posible, máximo posible, y quedarte tan ancho porque no pasa nada, que sigues al rano 1, pero no, lo has puesto para que te lo quedas ahí a milímetros del base.
Yo busco la máxima efectividad.
Tú intentabas buscar de que el siguiente turno que le estabas bloqueando maniobras, eso lo entendí. Pero claro, que que llegaste muy cerca, pero lo hiciste queriendo, ¿sabes?
Sí, salió, pero bueno, también esas cosas que te salen y te salen, hay las fuerzas y no te salen.
Vale, muy bien, pues, hombre, es lo que hemos visto, que un ojo por las maniobras lo tienes, eso sí. Que hemos hablado también de que el año pasado fuiste componente del equipo España,
fuimos.
¿vale? Entonces, hablando de eso, por la gente que está mirando en casa, espera, que acabo de ver que esto es un poco fuerte. No, está bien, se escucha bien, pero lo vi que estaba cayendo un poco.
Vale.
Hablando por la gente en casa, ¿qué dirías sobre el torneo de ETC? ¿Qué tipo de experiencia es para un jugador?
Yo me lo pasé como un enano, o sea, yo disfruté muchísimo. Porque es un formato por equipos, que ya el formato por equipos mola. Y encima estás jugando con un equipo, con tu selección, que bueno, que da un poco igual jugar por España por lo que quieras, pero la gracia de jugar con otros países, además el evento, que los griegos se lo curraron muchísimo, porque el día anterior nos sacaron de fiesta, estuvimos en el karaoke, lo pasamos de puta madre, o sea. un buen rollo que te cagas con los ingleses, luego en los torneos con los italianos, con los griegos, con Leónidas, que fue un crack de anfitrión. Nos lo pasamos de puta madre. Y luego el evento, todo la parafernalia que se monta en torno al juego y demás, estuvo muy bien. Más luego que hubo también un pachanguero, el viernes hubo un torneo casual, digamos, bueno, no casual, fue un torneo que jugamos todos también, todos los jugadores del Kiwin, que ya nos conocimos un poquito y demás. La verdad es que, vamos, yo sí puedo, ojalá que vaya, me encantó
y eso, y tú eres una persona que en noviembre también fuiste al Mundial.
Sí, el año pasado.
Del 2016.
Y este año, ya de enfermo total, me voy al europeo.
¿Ah, sí?
Sí.
Muy bien.
Ahora, nada, en junio vamos a ir para Birmingham.
Hablando del tema, en 2 semanas. En 2 semanas es el europeo.
2 semanas, exacto, 2 semanas.
Ahora, hablando del tema, entonces, has ido al Mundial, has ido al ETC, que comparar las dos experiencias, de que el Mundial, claro, que vas ahí y es como la meca.
Exacto, el Mundial es el evento máximo que puedes jugar a esta cosa, y además está muy bien montado, pues no hace falta que ganes nada. Vas porque quieres ir y lo montas a lo mejor rollo vacaciones o tal y vas a disfrutar de la experiencia. Como evento, hombre, es más, los de Fantasy Flight lo montan muy bien también, entonces como evento, el Mundial, porque encima luego hay muchos eventos paralelos de muchas cosas, hangar base, que encima ahora, por ejemplo, yo que empiezo a jugar al Destiny, también hay eventos de Destiny, o le das a la Armada, o le das al Imperial Assault, tienes muchas más eventos. Aquí solo tienes el X-Wing en el ETC, pero bueno, como al fin y al cabo estás absorto en el torneo, porque estás todas las horas jugando ahí, no te queda tiempo libre para otra cosa más.
Pero lo que sí que hemos visto es que en el ETC ha hecho que el Comunidad Europea se ha hecho más cerca.
Sí.
Que claro, que en el Tatooine de este año venían los ingleses y decían,
exacto, que haya gente,
conocemos estos del ETC.
Claro, y de hecho creo que Marcelo habló con los daneses y creo que van a montar equipo para el ETC.
Sí, también los belgas están
mirando. Y luego hay gente que viaja, o sea que ya vamos viajando más, los europeos en general, que ya no solamente es el torneo del Open de mi casa, que ya dice, bueno, pues ostras, pues voy a intentar ir al de Inglaterra o al de Alemania, o un nacional de Bélgica, el nacional de, yo qué sé, el que puedas. Que siempre la comunidad está creciendo a nivel europeo y eso me parece genial.
Vale, perfecto. Pues muchas gracias por tu tiempo, Enhorabuena por la partida, que ahora mismo vas en primer puesto, casi seguro.
Sí, porque además
estabas en primer puesto antes y has ganado 100-0, así que tienes que estar arriba y no puedes clasificado de rebelde. Así que por ahora las cosas
de momento bien, pero bueno, hay que seguir remando.
Muy bien.
Gracias, tío. Hasta luego.
Vale, yo me voy a tomar un pequeño descanso. Como te he dicho, el torneo se ha acabado. Quedan unos 5 minutos de esta ronda